In 2010, I was hired to work with Academy Award-winning actor William Hurt, but nothing prepared me for the intensity, brilliance, and complexity of the man behind the roles. Stay tuned. In October of 2010, I got a call from a casting office asking me to meet with William Hurt. Academy Award winner, William Hurt? Yes. Okay. Why? We don't know. Just go. The next day, I show up at the HBO production office to meet William Hurt. There are two other actors waiting to meet him as well. The producer's assistant comes out and speaks to us in hushed tones. I don't know how much you know about Mr. Hurt's work or reputation. One actor interrupts. I don't know his work, and I have to be available for commercial auditions. I grew up watching William Hurt, the big chill, body heat, broadcast news kiss of the Spider Woman. I say, I know his work. He's a brilliant actor. I'm also aware of his reputation. The year before, Marley Matlin, Academy Award-winning actress from Children of a Lesser God, released a book. In the book, she alleged that during their 2-year relationship, William subjected her to physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. She was 19, he was 35, and a big Hollywood star with a lot of power. They were both nominated for Oscars for their performances in Children of a Lesser God. She won, he didn't. She also alleged that after the ceremony, he berated her. What makes you think you deserve this? There are hundreds of actors who've worked for years for the recognition that you just got handed to you. You need to sign up for acting classes. At the time, they were both doing drugs and alcohol. William issued an apology after her memoir was released. The assistant asked us for our photos and resumes. Oh my God, mine. I let go of this whole showbiz thing 3 years ago, and I've been performing my solo play, Lizzie Borden, live. The producer's assistant prints out my IMDb page. The print is so tiny. You need a magnifying glass. I'm the last one to be interviewed. I step inside. William Hurt is sitting at a desk eating lunch. I sit across from him. He hands me a bottle of water. Ooh, he makes me nervous. His energy is so intense. I apologize for eating lunch in front of you. It's the only time I have. That's fine. Beans and rice. We both say at the same time, the perfect protein. I hope I don't fart. I wasn't expecting that. He asked me for my photo resume. I hand him the printout from IMDb. Am I supposed to be able to read this? No, no one can read that. Can you please drop off your photo resume this afternoon? Sure. You look very familiar. I think we've met. We have. I'm mortified to tell him the truth, but I did extra work on One True Thing, starring you and Meryl Streep. It was exterior, all-night shoot, freezing, ice and snow on the ground. During a break, I went to the honey wagon. When I came back from the ladies' room, I'm walking with some woman, I don't know who it was, and I say, it is frickin' freezing out here. You appeared out of nowhere like an apparition. Here, take my hand warmers. I can get more. I gave one hand warmer to the woman I'm walking with, and off we went. You were very kind. Well, don't let that story get out. You'll ruin my reputation. So I've heard. Pops out of my mouth. We both laugh. He explains, when I work, I'm embarrassed and filled with shame. Can you handle that? I don't see that as a problem. And if you think I'm going to help you, I'm not. I come in peace. Waiting for the elevator, the producer's assistant comes running after me. Do you think you'd like to do this job? Mr. Hurt really likes you. That's how I ended up working for 10 weeks with William Hurt on the HBO film Too Big to Fail, about the global financial collapse. William plays U.S. Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson. It's a huge role, number 1 on the call sheet, meaning he's the lead. I still don't know what the job is, but I assume I'll be running lines with William. I'm given a script. I read and circle every financial term I don't understand, which is all of them. William calls to arrange our first session. I ask, should I bring my computer? There's a pregnant pause. Now, why would you do that? Well, do you know all these financial terms? Credit default swaps, over-the-counter derivatives, interest rate swaps, TARP? Bring your computer. The moment I finish setting up our first meeting, because this is how the universe works, I get a call to do extra work on a commercial. Commercials pay really well. It's over $400 to walk on set, and with overtime, I usually walk away with $1,000 for the day. And these jobs coveted, and this casting office is known for blacklisting actors who turn them down. Thanks so much, but I'm booked tomorrow. They hang up on me. I've blown that relationship, and I have no idea what I'm being paid to work with William Hurt on this mystery job. Next day, I get a call from one of the producers of Too Big to Fail to discuss how I should be paid and how much. I explain. I turned down a commercial for today because I'm booked to work with William. Commercials pay really well, so I lost a lot of money. Well, maybe you don't want to do this job. My heart's pounding. I tell myself, okay, pretend to be somebody else. Pretend you're a tough negotiator. I do want this job, but I must be compensated for my time because if I'm scheduled to work with William, that means I can't take another job that day, and I need to be paid under a SAG contract. How much? I have no idea. I've never done this job, whatever this job is. 3's my favorite number. 300 for each time I meet with him. He puts me on hold. My body's vibrating. Oh my God, this could backfire. Not only did I blow off a commercial, HBO could tell me to shove it. That'll be fine. In retrospect, I realized they got off so cheap. When William and I sit down face to face to work together for the first time, I realize looking up all this financial stuff blocks the flow and takes up way too much of his time. You'd think HBO would supply a financial advisor to work with the cast, but they don't. I happen to love research. I take it upon myself to do all the research at home on my own. I make a glossary of terms, a timeline, a who's who of the cast of characters, who did what and when and to whom. William's so impressed by what I've done, he has me make copies and passes this information on to the other actors. William is a master of his craft. Working with him is a master class in acting. We work on the script in sections. During one of our first rehearsals, I start reading and he's like, "What? Wait, stop. What are you doing?" Reading the part? No. You must read every single word on the page. I need to know where I am, what time of day it is. Every word holds a clue. Okay. I get so nervous around him that my hot flashes would flare up and I would turn beet red because nothing gets past William. Nothing. He can see right through you. He knows if you're lying. He knows everything. What's going on with you? I'm sorry. I'm having horrible hot flashes. Tell me about hot flashes. Well, what does that feel like? It feels like a blowtorch that starts at the base of your spine, runs up your entire body, and shoots out the top of your head. It's like you're being burned alive from the inside. Interesting. This is one of the reasons he's such a brilliant actor. He notices everything. Nothing gets past him. He can be scary. He can also be fun and funny. One of my favorite exercises we do is reading the script using different accents. We read it like we are Japanese, yes, or British, or Nazis, and we laugh. We laughed like crazy. William holds rehearsals at his apartment for the cast, and I help by ordering pizza and reading the parts of anyone who's unable to attend. At any given time, I can be sitting with William, Paul Giamatti, Billy Crudup, Topher Grace, Cynthia Nixon, and Ayad Akhtar. Akhtar went on to win the Pulitzer for his play Disgraced. I keep my head down and my mouth shut. During a private rehearsal working with William, he throws up his hands. I don't understand. How could this have happened? I say, well, in 1999, Bill Clinton signed into law a bill getting rid of the Glass-Steagall Act of 1933 that was signed into law by President Franklin D. Roosevelt after the Great Depression to limit the banks and prevent that catastrophe from ever happening again. So there's no government oversight, no regulations, which is problematic since the market doesn't protect the public interest. How do you know that? I've been reading everything I can about the collapse since it happened 2 years ago. I can't believe no one knew this is going to happen. Well, actually, Brooks Lee Bourne, the chair of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, knew about it. She blew the whistle, but she was ignored and tossed from the room after that conversation. William thinks I'm a genius. I'm not, but I'll take it. He relies on me more and more. I attend meetings with him, go to set with him sometimes, and when a new script or pages come in, which is all the time, he asks me to read it and give him my opinion. One evening, William informs me the director, Curtis Hanson, of LA Confidential, Confidential and 8 Mile is coming to our rehearsal, and you better speak up. Don't just sit there. You're the smartest person in the room. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. And thank you to all my new subscribers and my regular subscribers. I'm really excited to have you here. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Until next week.